So, tonight I'm doing the gender tag by Ashley Wilde, who is fantastic. You should definitely go check out Ashley's channel. And I've seen a couple of other YouTubers do it, including Hannah Hart of My Hearto and Your Hearto, and Amanda of the Amanda Chronicles, and I figured it was my turn. I actually have filmed this video multiple times, multiple occasions, but I've been interrupted every single time, including just now. So, you know, we're gonna finally do it. Alright, I tag everybody who wants to do it, and I don't tag anybody who doesn't want to do it. But specifically, I would love to see, like, Laverne Cox talk about this, and I would just love to see everybody really do the gender tag. So, let's get started. How do you self-identify your gender, and what does that definition mean to you? We're gonna sort of work inside out. So, the first word I'm gonna pick here is agender, and what that means to me is I just don't have a gender. And I know this is gonna be so crazy, and it aggravates me, but bear with me. If, it's not, but if pink is for girls, and if blue is for boys, being agender is clear. It's not only, it's not like it's a different color, it's just no color at all. And then use non-binary, which just means having a gender that is neither 100% female nor 100% male 100% of the time. I use trans, which basically means not cis, as a way to be political. And I use queer as sort of a catch-all for everything about me, which includes sexuality, which is indirectly related to gender identity and whatever. So, that's some words and some meanings. What pronouns honor you? I really like this question because it's not necessarily asking what pronouns do you use, because a lot of people aren't out and can't use the pronouns that honor them. And by asking what pronouns honor you, it definitely talks about how using the correct pronouns if somebody honors them. And this is true because it when you use incorrect pronouns for somebody, it comes across like you know them better than they know themselves. And that's it. First of all, it's false. And second of all, it's extraordinarily awful of you to think. And it's dehumanizing. So I really like this question and the way it's worded. Good job, Ashley. Oh, I also saw Ashley Wilde do this. So, pronouns that honor me are they, /them, /their, whatever other conjugations of they there are. So if you are talking about me on the internet, those are the ones I would love for you to use. For the people who know me in meat space, which means like offline, keep using the pronouns you have used for me until I can like be out to more people, because it is insane figuring out who you can use what pronouns for, and I just don't. But online, they, them, there, and hopefully eventually that will become the pronouns I get to use everywhere. Okay, number 3. Describe the style of clothing that you most often wear. I guess androgynous is a good word for it. Or a lot of, well, I mean, I sleep in a lot of, like, sweatshirts and stuff. But I wear a lot of t-shirts, I wear a lot of jeans. I am so in love with plaid button-down shirts. If I'm going somewhere fancy, I will wear dresses. If I owned one, I would also wear, like, a suit. And I want to own one at some point, but I don't. And that's not likely to happen until I'm financially independent. So, give me those sponsorship deals, please, to buy suits. But yeah, I've always had a fixation with ties when I was really little, and it totally makes sense now because ties are a sort of masculine thing, and that's just a way that my non-femaleness was manifesting. And so that's really cool, my obsession with ties. Okay, anyway. Number 4. Talk about your choices with body hair. How do you style your hair? Do you have facial hair? What do you choose to shave or choose not to shave? Fascinating question. Clearly, my hair is, like this. It's this long. It goes down on my back to to... I guess the small of my... just above the small of my back. It's like the third from bottom vertebrae. And, I want to shave it all. That's the only thing I want to shave. But yeah, I want it gone. At least for a while. I don't shave anything else. I don't shave my leg hair. Don't shave my arm hair. And that's another, like, defeminizing thing. I think not that leg hair is inherently masculine or whatever, but society perceives it as such, so it's like a small rebellion. I don't have facial hair. That's a clear thing, and that's actually low-key something I really want. I really want a beard. And if I didn't like my voice so much, if I wasn't so concerned about singing and hitting those high notes and having such a fantastic range, which you'll find out about my whistle notes tomorrow, and it's gonna suck, but you're gonna enjoy it, then I would take tea literally just to grow facial hair. As such, I'll just have to get good at faking it. Because I really want facial hair. I'm not like dysphoric, but it's something I passionately want. Okay, talk about cosmetics. Do you choose to wear makeup? No. Unless I'm on stage, in which case, yeah, but that's a character wearing makeup, not me. Do you paint your nails? No. What types of soaps and perfumes do you use, if any? Fun fact, I use Axe deodorant because it's super hyper masculinized, and my brother got angry when I first suggested it, and so now I do it out of spite for him and spite the patriarchy and gender roles and whatever. I just buy the cheap stuff at wherever. Some of it smells nice, some of it doesn't. As far as perfumes, I have actually always liked colognes more, but I like a lot of perfumes too. I don't wear them often, but if I actually had money, I would definitely buy one and wear them. Have you ever experienced being misgendered? If so, how often? Yes, every day. Every day. That's what happens. Or when you're non-binary, somebody is going to misgender you. And in my case, it happens all the time at school because I cannot be out there. And it happens all the time at home because my parents, I think, have just forgotten. Actually, I never told them I was not binary. I just told them I was pan. And that went bad enough. So, every day. And it sucks. Do you experience dysphoria? How does that affect you? Primarily, I experience social dysphoria, and it sucks, especially when it comes to filling out paperwork. Oh my god. When I'm, like, filling out paperwork and I have to pick male or female, I just get this, I feel like I'm gonna throw up, and I get this sinking feeling in my stomach, and I can't really go back to normal for hours. It's awful. I also get really bad physical dysphoria when I'm on my period. It's not good at all. Oh, I get in such a bad mindset, and it happens. And, you know, just why did I need a uterus? Yeah, I could go on birth control. My mom's not gonna let me. I also don't really want to go on birth control, and I don't have a great reason why, but I don't. And that's something I need to sort out. But, just hysterectomy. Get rid of it. Anyway, that's enough about that. Actually, it's not, because we're going to, according to number 8, talk about children. Are you interested in having children? Would you want to carry a child if that were an option for you? Do you want to be the primary caretaker for any children you may have? Do not want to carry a child. Do not want child carrying equipment even. Jeez, no. The thing, no. I do not want a thing inside of me. No. No. Am I interested in having children? Not really. If I end up with somebody who is super passionate about having children, and they are going to be a fantastic parent, maybe. Actually, I lied. I'm not interested in having young children. What I want to do is I want to become like super rich and then adopt all of the problematic teenagers who will just age out of the foster care system if nobody adopts them. And then I will like pay for college and stuff, and they'll have like a great support system, and I'm not going to pretend to be a parent, but I will legally be a parent. That'd be fantastic. As far as I'm concerned with that, they'd probably be their own primary caretaker. I'd be fine doing that single, which would definitely make me the primary caretaker, and I'd be fine not either way. If we're talking little kids, I don't have the energy, and I'm also terrified of being a parent. I'm terrified I would fuck up my kids so bad. So I do not want to be the primary caretaker. I would maybe be willing to split it 50-50, and I would maybe be willing to be the non-primary caretaker, but Number 9, talk about money. Is it important to you to provide for a family financially if you choose to have one? Is it important to you that you earn more than any partner you may have? Do you prefer to pay for things like dates? Are you uncomfortable when others pay for you or offer to pay for you? Okay. Talk about money. I like money. Is it important to you to provide for a family financially if you choose to have one? Yeah. I would feel really weird not providing, not having some sort of income. At the same time though, I'm not all about that traditional work style. And if I end up with somebody rich enough where I don't have to work, I probably won't. But I'm not going to work just because I don't want to. If that makes sense. Like, if I'm not going to work, it's going to be because I don't have to, not because I don't want to. Is it important that you earn more than any partner you may have? No. No, that's totally... I'm fine earning more, the same, or less, whatever. You know, it's totally great. Yeah. I just want to be able to contribute something. Do you prefer to pay for things like dates? Actually, yeah. I'll pay for things that are not dates, too. Like, if a friend... Like, I remember I went on this church trip, and I bought, like, everybody milkshakes at Chick-fil-A. Just because I like doing things for people. Not because it makes me feel, like I'm a man, but because it makes me feel good. Because I like seeing other people happy. It's not like I'm trying to buy friendship or love or sex or whatever. I'm trying to make other people happy. Because that makes me happy too. So I guess it's selfish, but there you go. That being said, I'd also love it if people paid for my stuff. I would have a really hard time accepting it. Well, not a really hard time. Yes, to answer the 4th question, I am uncomfortable when others pay or offer to pay for me, but at the same time I really love it because I'm broke. Okay. Number 10. Anything else you want to share about your experience with gender? Yeah. As the more time I've spent in this realization that I'm agender, not the more time I've spent being agender, because I've always been agender, the more time I've spent with this knowledge that I am agender and this realization, the easier it's been to look back on my life and see the indicators that I always was. Like ties and perfumes and hatred of makeup and nail polish and all of these things that seem just like a rebellion against femininity. And man, when I was 8, I wanted to be a dad. I didn't want to be a mom. I wanted to be a dad. All of these things seem like a rebellion against femininity, but they also are just a rebellion against gender itself. And so that's cool that I can see that. And when you're 8, you can't really articulate gender very well, but you know, I'm sure I knew on some level that that didn't feel right. So, like I said earlier, I tag you if you want. I don't tag you if you don't want. Was this video informative? Leave a like. Was it inflammatory? Leave a comment. Was it intriguing? Subscribe. Hit me up on Twitter or Tumblr using the hashtag #AskAzaria or any messaging system to be featured in our next Just Asking Monday. I hope you have a great day.